conditions needed to achieve effective sterilization. The right method, the right validation procedures, the right operational procedures, the right documentation, and above all, the right people. There are several methods of sterilization. However, the use of heat, either moist or dry, is by far the most common. With moist heat sterilization, the heating medium is steam supplied under pressure, rather like a domestic pressure cooker. This type of equipment is usually referred to as an autoclave. It's the combination of heat and moisture which together are lethal to microorganisms. To be achieved, a higher than atmospheric pressure is required. Of course, the pressure has no sterilizing effect. It merely permits higher temperatures to be reached, which is why pressure cookers work quicker than open saucepans. They're just hotter. A product's sterilization process must be suitable for the products it will sterilize, and its efficiency in achieving the necessary sterilizing conditions for each product must be demonstrated. This efficiency must be demonstrated for every container, in every load. The validation process, procedures for operating sterilizers must be written so that they can be understood by the relevant personnel. They must be followed precisely on every occasion, and if any unforeseen changes occur, then they must be recorded and reported at once in order to determine whether the sterilization process was successful. At completion of the sterilizing stage, a vacuum is created in the chamber so that the condensate, the water formed as steam cools and forms on the surface of items being sterilized, will boil off as the chamber pressure reduces. Finally, air flows into the chamber through a biological filter until atmospheric pressure is reached, and when the temperature is safe, the load is removed. The operator must ensure that the chamber's drains and filters are free of debris, that the door seal is clean and undamaged, and that all instruments on the fascia are in good working order. As the cycle proceeds, the operator should monitor the temperature and pressure indicators to watch for developing defects before any attempt is made to open the autoclave door. In all cases, the sterilizing vessel should be fitted with an interlock which prevents the accidental opening of the door, either while there's live steam in the chamber or while it's still correct documentation and records is central to the principles of GMP, and nowhere is this more critical than during the sterilization process. It must be compared to the validation data to ensure that there are no anomalies. These records form part of the documentation that is an integral part of any sterilization process. An ambiguous way of differentiating between loads which have reached the minimum conditions and have been successfully sterilized and those which have not. Every tray, basket or carrier, together with each individual product or component, must be clearly identified with the product or material name. The chart that this produces at the end of each cycle is the principal record of the sterilization, and either the original or a photocopy must form part of the batch production record.